Miss Chan, if you're listening, I love you and thank you. And I just thought I'd make a video, um, do some updates. The experts are calling for an above average season record, like one of the biggest ever for hurricanes. So, looking for some excitement ahead. And we got the elections coming up that, ooh, it just causes anxiety, like this time of year causes so much anxiety in people. And to make matters worse, our fascist government wants to ban THC again. It's like, what are they doing? They're going to take it away from, you know what that means? That means now the black market's going to have competition, and it's going to be hemp derived competition. And and it's going to be harder to, people are going to try to buy weed illegally, and they're going to wind up with this hemp that's laced with synthetic THC instead, and stuff like that. And there's going to be just all kinds of THC laced gummy bears floating around, and they could be put in any kind of packaging that, you know what I mean? And so it's just going to make like, if people are concerned about kids coming in contact with one of these gummies or something, they're going to be everywhere. I mean, because when they ban it, it's not just going to get thrown in the trash. The people are going to they're going to move it somewhere, and they're going to, you know what I mean? They're going to take it to their buddy's house or something, or, they're going to stash it somewhere, and then they're going to start selling it. So the authorities it'll be terrible, because there'll be like huge strings of arrests and raids, and it makes people like, now everybody has anxiety. And so it's like our government I don't like the way the American government bullies its people. And it's these neo-Nazis and Freemason cults and supremacy organizations, and they're abusing the American people, is what's happening. I don't like it. God don't like it. But my job is to just talk to government employees via the internet and just talk to them about it, and then they can take it from there. And I like that position. Just trying to get the government a perspective from a civilian, what it's like to be a civilian. And what it's like to be a civilian is America is in a heavily discriminatory state where we treat people differently based off of even class. If you live in the trailer park, you don't get the same kind of privilege you do with the police that you would if you were in like a middle class neighborhood, like a military neighborhood. No offense to the military, I love the military. The military people are very humble, and I like them. But yeah, so that's what we need. But yeah, every time the elections come up, these times especially, though, after what happened with Trump and all that, these times especially, man, especially. And the Internet Archives was hit with a DDoS attack, a distributed denial of service attack, which was a hack attack. It didn't cause any permanent damage or anything. All it did was it temporarily went offline. It's kind of silly. No data was lost or anything, but that just goes to show that, socialists don't like the Internet Archives. They tried to take it down, but it ain't going nowhere. Let's pray in Jesus' name that Internet Archives will be protected until the end. Yeah, it's a valuable thing. I really appreciate that thing. Let's see. I'm trying to think of what other news or anything I could talk about. I pray that it's a blessed year for all of us. Oh, I've been hearing a lot about, I need to put this on 850.news too. I've been hearing a lot about farms being shut down across the U.S. What's happening is the American people who are not in these supremacist cults are being bullied and having their businesses taken away from, and their stuff stolen and their property stolen. And it's being taken over by, these like satanics and just these cults, satanic cults and Freemasons and neo-Nazis. And these groups, they're cheating. They're stealing all the real weed and they're replacing it with this fake THCA stuff, and they're just terrorizing the country. Like everybody was so happy that we just got legal cannabis products, this hemp-derived THC. Everybody's so happy. And then they just come in and like, oh, we're going to take it away now. And I don't think, like, especially Christian police, they don't realize how it's just terrible for the people. Like, and they're so like proud to enforce it, but they don't realize that for the people, like it's not good for us. You think you're doing a good thing by, you think like you're doing a thing, but really this is over-the-counter medicine that people need. It's changing lives. And while there are some people out there that are bad actors that have possibly dangerous product, there's others that do it right. Ultimately, Americans deserve to have their hemp-derived cannabinoids, and I would like to see them stay. I think it's unfortunate that our government just wants to put its people through this. It's like it's just so much unnecessary anxiety and worry and destroyed lives, destroyed businesses. And who benefits? The socialists, because they've infiltrated the DEA, the ATF, not the ATF, but possibly. IRS, FBI, DEA. They're running illegal drug theft and distribution operations. They're using other people's pictures on social media, and they have like these twin accounts. So it's like who's the real person? They're playing all these games. They're selling pharmaceutical sorry, I had a tongue slip there. Pharmaceutical neurotoxins from Amanita muscaria mushrooms, ibotenic acid, and some other kind of chemical that's from these toxic, even poisonous mushrooms that I expose online on a few blogs. And they're trying to push them like there's magic mushrooms, but they're not. They're toxic. They're neurotoxic. They're trying to poison your kids, because these are like, kids want this stuff. Kids want this stuff, and it doesn't produce no pleasant high. It's just a toxin. It's like, I just can't believe it. But I would like to see that banned, but I would like to see the rest of the derived cannabinoids stay. It's not up to me, but I pray that they leave it alone. I just can't believe our government wants to do this. I know I sound like a broken record, but if you would, please help. Like, send your comments to the Congress people and legislators and politicians or whatever, and make your voice heard. You can contact them. You can go to every government agency or whatever has a website. You can go to whitehouse.gov, the White House website, or congress.gov or whatever, and you can get any politician's email contact, write them, email them, call them, whatever. It does help. It makes a difference. It gets stuff done. So if you could do that, that would be fantastic if you feel that way. Even if you're police, if you're in the police, I wish you should have more mercy for American citizens. Even a lot of veterans are really appreciating this stuff, because, they don't really want to break the law. They're veterans, and, they served and they don't want to be on the other side of the law. And it's just a godsend to them. And a lot of people, it's been so nice to have this. It's been so nice. It's changed lives. It's valuable medicine. And I wish police and even Christians would stop looking at it like some evil thing, and when it's such a valuable, life-changing medicine for so many people. And it's just annoying and inappropriate and a crime for it to be prohibited and for there to be supremacist privilege system of who can sell it and who can't. And I also want to say that it looks to me like what they're going to do is they're trying to replace real marijuana with some, I don't know what it is. I think it's genetically engineered. And I'm noticing when I see news clips about marijuana in head shops and dispensaries, the marijuana that they're showing on the screen is not marijuana. It's that THCA stuff. And THCA is not what they're telling you. It's not marijuana like they're saying. Any seasoned smoker can tell you that. I believe that it's genetically engineered cannabis for sure. Ooh, I'm sorry, but I'm sorry, I was talking to my cat. But yeah. And I'm sure there's plenty of cops in DEA that sees this stuff and they can look at it and they can tell, like, this is not like marijuana. This is, I've never seen no marijuana that looks like this. But yeah. What else? I'm doing like my own news now. I just realized that this is like my own news. I'm trying to think of what else is new to talk about here. So we talked about that. Yeah, unfortunately, I think that's what they're going to do. Oh, and they might try and rope off seeds. They might make it illegal to order seeds. Honestly, I'm ready for the return of Jesus, and I'm so not worried about stuff. I'm also to this point where I'm really learning to like stop playing these games, these like back and forth games of having to have the last word or whatever. You know, I'm trying to just, I don't want to play those games, you know. Hey, what's up? It's my cat, I'm sorry. But what else can we talk about on the news here real quick? I gotta say hey to my cat. I'm gonna get up. Oh, well, she's gone. Well, if I can't think of anything else to talk about, I'm gonna wrap this up. But let's see if there's anything else. What are we talking about? Oh, the THCA deception. Yeah, that's another example of just because everybody is saying something or believes something doesn't make it true. And right now, everybody is saying that THCA flower is just weed, and it's not true. Now, there might be some people that selling real weed as it, but most of it is, I don't know what it is, but it ain't weed. And there's some stuff out there that's got some poison on it. I can tell you that right now, too. I don't touch most of it. It took me a long time in that market to find something that I thought was like acceptable. It's a broad market. There's good quality stuff and there's bad quality stuff. There's safe stuff and there's dangerous stuff, but it truly is a godsend. And America does not want to see this taken away. It is such a shame. And when it first started, like, I was kind of against it because I don't really like synthetic stuff. But the thing is like, the market's a mixture. It's not just synthetic. And I learned to appreciate CBD flower. I found that it does give me the relief. It's nowhere near as fun as regular, like THC flower. It does it, but it's not. It's like half of it. It keeps me calm, but I like the regular because it really elevates my mood. But just the CBD will just keep me calm, you know? So it'll work for that part. It'll keep me calm. But I love the. My favorite out of all the products is the Canna. What is Crescent Canna beverages. They're gummies, but they're gummies you can only take, like, if you take them once, you have to wait like 2 weeks or something before you take them again. You can't take them like the next day. You gotta space it out. And they're very potent if you've never had them before. And let's see what else. What else did they have? They have the drinks. Yeah. And then Fields of Hemp has some good bulk pricing on just CBD flower, less than 0.3%. Let's see who else. What else? I'm trying to think. I'm gonna start doing these. I'll start doing like my own news, and in the description I'll link to everything that kind of backs stuff up. And before I put them out, I'll brainstorm on a piece of paper with a notepad and pencil, and I'm writing stuff that I'm going to talk about. And so I'll be smooth. I won't be sitting here like It'll be like real fluent, and yeah, it'll be cool. And I'll use that on 850.news, and we can do updates that way. That way, it's like instead of me typing like 30 pages, I can just talk like this, talk to you guys. What else is up in the news? I hope you all are all voting for Kennedy. It's so cool because I remember in 2020, was it the beginning of 2022? I was like, we need a Kennedy. And then I found out he was running, and I was like, oh, shoot. So yeah, let's vote for Kennedy. What else for the news? Trying to think what else is in the news. If there's any local entrepreneurs that need free advertising for your business, hit me up. I got you. Anything in the health or herbal, but I want to support non-socialist businesses, but I don't want to keep rambling on about that. I want to discuss any other few quick things that I can, and then wrap this up. I'm trying to think of what's going on. Oh, I want y'all to pray for that storm. I'm thinking that we're going to need that storm sooner rather than later. The one that God's going to send. Pray for a storm from God. Yeah, I'm just wondering what's going to happen. The farm bill expires in September, but I'm relieved because there'll still be CBD. So at the end of the day, it's like nothing. Well, it kind of changes, but not really. I know there's something I'm missing, some news I'm missing or something. I can't think of what it is right now. What is it? I did mention this. No, I'm not gonna. What else? Sorry, guys, bear with me. I'm sure I can think of something. News. I have been slacking on keeping up with the news since March. I need to get back on it.